Hey everyone, I'm Ashman and I am from India and I'm a first year medicine student in Italy. And I scored 66.2 marks in IMAT 2025. What's the motive of this video? Now let's talk about this. I want to teach you guys about IMAT's major four subjects, which are biology, chemistry, physics, and maths. And how much does they cost? So like in IMAT there are only 60 questions and each question weights 1.45 marks, which becomes a total of 90 marks. Okay, and there's also negative marking which cost minus 0.4 marks. So what will I be teaching you guys? Biology, chemistry, physics and maths. So in case of biology, there are 23 questions which will cost you up to 34.5 marks. In chemistry, there are 15 questions which will cost you up to 22.5 marks. In maths and physics, there will be total of 13 questions including both of them and it will cost you 19.5 marks. And including all those three, you will get 76.5 marks of your papers. And I will be teaching you guys all these four subjects. First, we will start from biology, and for biology, there are a few basic chapters which we will be covering. The first one being the cell. In this, we will study that how a cell works, cells, different organelles, different types of cells, and different properties of different organs. Okay, and in the second chapter, we will be studying about the cell cycle, cell division, different types like mitosis and meiosis, and with their stages. Okay, and the third one being biomolecules. In this, we will be studying about different type of biomolecules, the substances found in a cell in an organism, and how do they do different sort of works like proteins and like carbohydrates, phospholipids. Okay, in case of photosynthesis, so you'll be thinking like, okay, why do we need the chapter photosynthesis? So exactly we don't need it, but in case of photosynthesis, what are we doing? We are making glucose. Okay, so we will be studying about this process. Now coming the respiration in cell. In this we will be studying about how the glucose formed, it is converted into the energy. Okay, yeah, and then comes the human physiology. In it there's breathing. In breathing we will be studying about the breathing system. Okay, how our human body breathes and what happens in different case of scenario. And for IMET, I am telling you guys that for IMET you don't need to memorize stuff as much as you need to know how to apply stuff. Okay, how to apply those different conditions which will help you in further studies. And then we will be studying about body fluids, that how our blood flow is occurring in our body, and how like if there's too much of oxygen in body, how much the body will react. If there's too less of oxygen, how will the body react. Okay, then here comes the excretory products. In this case we will be studying that how our blood is being pured, how waste materials are being extracted from the body, and all different type of processes. In case of locomotion and movement, we will be studying about muscle movements, muscle functioning, and bones. Okay, in neural control and coordination, we will be studying about that how our nervous system control our different body movements and different body responses to different scenarios. And in case of chemical and hormonal control, we will be studying about how chemicals and hormones will control our body, our puberty, and our different life ages. And then here comes the reproduction in human beings. It is simple. In it we will be studying that how we are going to reproduce, how we are going to make our gametes, and how will reproduction happen, like fertilization and like pregnancy stuff. And then we will be studying about evolution. In this we will study that the different case of scenario in a population, that how can evolution occur, different ways of evolution, different theories. Okay. And genetics, I mean, it is the very important part. Okay. Like in genetics you will be studying just genetics. Okay. I don't know how to describe it. It is just a very huge and very important portion for IMAT. And then we will be studying about biotechnology. It will be like we will use genetics to do biotechnology. Okay. So here I will tell you the most important chapters will be the cell and the cell cycle. I mean, I don't know, for IMET I would say everything is important, but these are the chapter which you should focus on always, like cell cycle, cell, and then comes the respiration in a cell, because in IMET 2025 there were a lot of questions from this. And genetics I would suggest you, and the reproduction. Okay. So I will be uploading videos from tomorrow about the lectures. First we will start from the cell, and I will meet you there. Okay. If you have any question, any help you want from me, you can just ask me, just comment in the video and we'll talk. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.